Richard Adams, author of Watership Down, once wrote, "Rabbits are like human beings in many ways. One of these is certainly their staunch ability to withstand disaster and to let the stream of their life carry them along, past the reaches of terror and loss. There are few better examples of this than Steve and Mary Lee Nafis, who have faced the good and bad with what they call a twisted sense of humor." Steve and Lee met at a company party in Hutchinson, Kansas on one Memorial Day weekend. He was talking to another woman at the time until Lee swooped in the picture.
I was trying to put the make on this married woman.
Yeah.
She was not renowned for her, shall we say, propriety. So I had a pretty damn good chance.
Yes, you did.
Lee had met Steve prior to that weekend, but didn't remember him because Steve was drunk and was pretending to be British. But after they reconnected in the May of 1977, things developed quickly, and by February of the following year, they were married.
They are so supportive of the arts in the community. Yeah, she's more observant, very measured, deliberate, and he's more of the free spirit. So
they treated married life like an adventure, traveling, adopting rabbits, and eventually proving to be a successful team in business when they opened Buck's Party Shop in 1998. They were making the most out of their life, until they were hit with some back-to-back alarming news.
Around about the age of 50 or 55, we said vaguely, as one does, one of these days we ought to think about retiring.
Mm-hmm.
And time went on. We didn't do anything, didn't really make a plan, and then Lee was diagnosed with breast cancer.
That's true.
Before they could even process this awful news, they were hit with another unexpected tragedy.
It was in 2008. Steve's father had passed away in January. I got diagnosed July 31st with breast cancer. I had told my father, my mother had already passed away, and I told my father, but no other relatives. And then my father fell and had a subdural hematoma and died.
Yeah.
Lee said she didn't remember thinking a lot about cancer. She had a bilateral mastectomy the day after her father's funeral. They survived both events together. Throughout this entire process, Steve showed his support in every way he could, even shaving his head in solidarity. Both continued to operate their store while going through treatments. Now, they are celebrating 12 years of surviving cancer and all the other ups and downs the same way they always had, through traveling, being active in the community, loving rabbits, and lots of laughter. The last part of the quote from Richard Adams goes, "They have a certain quality which it would not be accurate to describe as callousness or indifference. It is rather a blessedly circumscribed imagination and an intuitive feeling that life is now."